Hello everybody, I'm back. I have just washed my hair. It's starting to air dry a bit, but I wanted to show you guys what my texture looks like when it's damp with no products on it. So it's not really curly. I don't really get into the hair typing, but I guess if you did, I'd be a 4C. As you see, there's not really many coils in it. And it's very high shrinkage hair. So my hair stretches down pretty far. Well, you know, it's decent down to my collarbone, or below my collarbone, and just kind of below my chin or so in the front. So this is what I'm working with. I know in a lot of my videos I work with my hair when it's in its shrunken state, so it probably looks like it never grows or never changes, but it does. And every now and again I get a little scissor happy and do something silly like cut a piece. So in lots of my videos I talk about a brand that's in the UK called Untitled, and so I'll be putting some of those products on my hair. And then she has a silk mist that I love and I like to use as a leave-in conditioner, but I'm out of it at the moment, so I'm going to be using another one which I like a lot. It's also a UK product, and it's by Afrocentrics, and it's a Sheen Natural Moisturizing Spray. So that's what I'll be using as my leave-in. I'll be using, so this is the one that I'll be using as my leave-in, and then I'll be using this Avocado, not the pomade, Twist and Twirl Honey Butter Cream, which I thought I was out of, but I found it, so I'm very excited about that. And then I'll put a bit of castor oil on it, and I got some from, I think I got this from Whole Foods or Fresh Market or somewhere like that, so it's just castor oil. And then I'm going to do a really quick tutorial on how to cornrow your own hair, because you know I like to wear a lot of cornrows, so my updos are cornrows, and crochet braids obviously are cornrows, tree braids are cornrows, but I still get people telling me that they don't know how to cornrow. So I'm going to do that quickly after I moisturize my hair. So normally I section my hair into 4 sections when I'm washing it and conditioning it. It just helps me to keep it from tangling a lot. So I'll put it back in the 4 sections. So this is the back I'm going to be working with. This is the texture of the butter cream, the Twist and Twirl cream. And usually I think she likes to use it when she's twisting, doing 2-strand twists or flat twists. And I know another set of stylists in London like this as well when they're doing flat twist styles. And I use it when I'm doing flat twist styles as well, but I also like it as just a moisturizer. I find that it's quite good. And my hair responds to it very well. Oops, and I forgot to put the Sheen spray on. Normally I'll put the spray on first as some moisture. And as I'm doing this, I'll just kind of finger detangle so that when I get ready to cornrow I won't have many challenges. And it's actually not too bad, so. And I'm probably not the gentlest finger detangler there is. And then, like I said, I'm going to seal it with a bit of castor oil. Making sure I really concentrate on the ends, but also on the hair as well. And so I'm going to continue this until I get to all 4 sections of my hair, and then I will move on. There are 2 types of cornrow. There's one where the bump is on the outside. I call that a cornrow. If you're from the Caribbean or the UK, you may call it a Canerow. And there's one where the bump is on the inside, and that's what I call a French braid. So I'm first going to show the cornrow, because a lot of updo styles are based on the cornrow. Crochet braids, tree braids are based on the cornrow. So I'm going to show that first. I think that's the one that we're most used to seeing. So normally I wouldn't start with a section this big, but for the sake of teaching. So you take a section in the front and you divide it into 3. And then you're going to, this middle section of hair is kind of your guide. So the hairs, the sections on the outside are going to go under the middle. And while you're going under the middle, so I'm taking my pointer finger, I'm taking it behind this middle section of hair, and it's going to go in front of this side section of hair, and I pull hair from the side with it. So you'll see it's some scooping hair. So now in one hand, and I'm using my thumb to separate, and maybe my other finger. So now in one hand I have 2 strands of hair, and in the other hand I have 1 strand of hair, and it's going to continue to be this way. So the next thing I'm going to do is move this other section of hair in a position where my pointer finger is free. I'm going to go behind this middle section of hair, in front of the side section, and scoop. And you just keep doing that. So you go behind the middle, in front of the side, get extra hair from the side, and scoop. Behind, in front, scoop. Behind, in front, scoop. Behind, in front, scoop. Behind, in front, scoop. And I'll need to kind of brush my hair a bit more so you can actually see that it's forming. So it's the same motion. Behind the middle strand, in front of the other strand, scoop extra hair. And that happens all the way down. So you can see. I'm going to comb my hair a bit better. Brush it up on the sides a bit. And then I'm going to start with a smaller section of hair in the front, but just do the same thing because I want it to be neater. The way that you make your cornrows neater and tighter is you grab smaller sections of hair at a time. So I'm going to start with a tiny section. I still have, when I'm doing it, I don't normally start with a big section like I showed you, but I'm taking a tiny section in the front. I'm still dividing it into 3. So I've got 3 strands, 2 of my strands in one hand, this strand is in the other. And I'm going behind the middle, in front of the side, and I'm pulling small sections of hair. It's still the scooping. So behind and front, scoop. Behind and front, scoop. Behind and front, scoop. You can see the chain is starting to form, but it's forming a lot smaller than it did in the first one I showed you. Behind and front, scoop. Behind and front, scoop. And you may need to use your hand to get the hair on the sides because your fingers are only so long. Behind and front, and I can use this just to get a small section of hair. And that's it. You see my edges are a bit thin there, but that is a cornrow.